Hello, everyone, and welcome to another book yap session. I'm your host, Katrina, and I'm book yapping Gone Girl. So it's been a few weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, I can blame school for that. So I haven't been able to read much. As you can see here, I'm currently making progress. Slow, but I am making progress. Um, Quick recap. Nick thought it would be a regular fifth anniversary, a fifth wedding anniversary, with him not still not knowing what to get, and he knows Amy is going to get him um the scavenger hunt. Her yearly tradition of scavenger hunt, and he is not a big fan of those because he says he's probably too not that like yeah, by what the clues are like. Give me a sec. Like this quote, for example. It was their first, and we're gonna read it off here. It says, "The problem with Amy's treasure hunts, I never figured out the clues. Our first anniversary back in New York, I went 2 for 7. That was my best year. The opening parlay was, this place is a bit of a hole in the wall, but we had a great kiss there one Tuesday last fall. Ever been in a spelling bee as a kid? That snowy second after the announcement of the word, as you sift your brain to see if you can spell it, it was like that blank panic. An Irish bar in a not so Irish place, Amy nudged. I bit the side of my lip, started a shrug, scanning our living room as if the answer might appear. She gave me another very long minute. We were lost in the rain, she said in a voice that was pleading. She said in a voice that was pleading on the way to peeved. I finished the shrug. McMahon's Nick, remember? When we got lost in the rain in Chinatown trying to find that dim sum place and it was supposed to be near the statue of Confucius, but it turns out there were two statues of Confucius, and we ended up at the random Irish bar, all soaking wet, and we slammed a few whiskeys, and you grabbed me and kissed me, and it was right. You should have done a clue with Confucius. I would have gotten that. So he didn't. He couldn't get it. And also, Nick continues to be an idiot. Well, like kind of a misogynist. He actually, a few things later, uh, actually, when Amy disappeared and he found out that she was gone, like gone, he called the police. The police arrived at his house, inspected his house, and even interviewed him, and also um, got samples like to eliminate him from the house or as a suspect. And he was cooperative. The problem is he's a dumbass when it comes to cooperation. And yeah, and Go, his twin sister, actually told him not to drink too much that night. He woke up hungover and he had like a raging hangover, and yeah, it showed. And also, he was very judgmental to Amy's parents because Amy's parents, what is their name? Rand and Mary Beth and Rand Elliot are way more lovey-dovey. According to him, they are way more affectionate, way more lovey-dovey compared to Nick's own parents, which are divorced. And let me tell you, Nick's father is a POS. um, yeah, he is, and as Nick says it here, he says that his father probably didn't like women. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. I really should mark these things. Here. I don't think my father's issue was with my mother in particular. He just didn't like women. He thought they were stupid, inconsequential, irritating. I'm not gonna say the next line because that line may get me or get this video off TikTok and YouTube probably. But yeah. So yeah. And Nick says that because of their father, him and Go are both effed up. Go is against the whole thing, against men. She's not gay or anything, but she's not going to look for a man to make her feel better. She will, if she's mad, she will pull away from the people she loves. And Nick is also not, he got the traits of his father, so he says, yeah, he's kind of slightly misogynistic, and he's not a fan of women who are quote unquote.
One eternity later.
Okay, here, I found it. He says, the good stuff in me I got from my mom. I can joke, I can laugh, I can tease, I can celebrate and support and praise. I can operate in sunlight, basically, but I can't deal with angry or tearful women. I feel my father's rage rise up in me in the ugliest way. Amy could tell you about that. She would definitely tell you if she were here. Okay, he's complicated and definitely kind of misogynistic. But yeah, actually, I don't blame him. He's, I mean, his only male role model is a real piece of, uh, sorry, piece of POS. And yeah, so, and right now, I actually finished that chapter. It's actually Nick, it's, you can see here, Nick Dunne, one day gone. So that means Amy has been gone for a day. So they had a press conference, and Nick was so hungover, he sounded like a robot. As he said in the last part of this chapter, when I saw the broadcast later, I didn't recognize my voice. I barely recognized my face. The booze floating sludge like just beneath the surface of my skin made me look like a fleshy wastrel, just sensuous enough to be disreputable. I had worried about my voice wavering, so I overcorrected, and the words came out clipped, like I was reading a stock report. Blah, 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 blah. Utterly unconvincing, disconnected. I might as well have been reading numbers at random. Rand Elliott stepped up and tried to save me. Our daughter, Amy, is a sweetheart of a girl full of life. She's our only child, and she's smart and beautiful and kind. She really is amazing, Amy. Um, he really has to he really has to mention Amazing Amy, and Amy has an issue with that one. She doesn't like to be compared to Amazing Amy because apparently Amazing Amy does everything better than she does. And we want her back. Nick wants her back. He put a hand on my shoulder, wiped his eyes, and I involuntarily turned steel. My father again. Men don't cry. Okay, yeah, he's influenced by his father's teachings and everything. Rand kept talking. We all want her back where she belongs with her family. We've set up a command center over at Days Inn. The news reports would show Nick Dunn, husband of the missing woman, standing metallically next to his father-in-law, arms crossed, eyes glazed, looking almost bored as Amy's parents wept. And then worse, my long-time response, the need to remind people I wasn't a dick. I was a nice guy despite the affectless stare, the haughty douchebag face. So there it came, out of nowhere, as Rand begged for his daughter's return, a killer smile. Yeah, everyone is gonna think you killed Amy, Nick. Yeah, you're an idiot. Okay. And in other news, I have got to answer my exams and I have to speed through this book because I have got pain for Valentine's Day. Okay, see you guys later.